I think the conversation is rolling. I almost wish it didn't even have the go live notification, so you and I could just keep talking about exactly what we're talking about. But for the sake of being live, and anyone, especially if you're watching on the recording, if you're on YouTube, all that good stuff, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Hello and welcome to The Shift. I'm your host, General Moses, joined by a stud today, Corey Cottrell of the Uplifters. Always good to chat with you, Corey. And as you guys can see, we were rolling. Conversation was flowing coming into this one. Today's an interesting day in crypto. I think we got to do a little market update episode today.
Right? Yeah. So, I mean, I just noticed the price of wax this morning. I was like, what the hell? Got 20% in a day.
Give us the play-by-play, because there's always that first moment that catches you by surprise. So what was that moment for you?
So here's let me give you some context, because this is kind of fun. TC, you guys probably all know TC, right? Yep. Got me into this stupid freaking clicker game, mining network. I swore I would never do another one ever. And
which game is it?
It's just called miningnetwork.io.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like whatever, I did really, really well early days in our planet before we even really understood what all these things were, right? Like, there's kind of first through the door on that in the wax ecosystem that I was aware of anyway. And so, he got me into this thing, and it's actually not whitelisted on Atomic, and it's the number one thing on Atomic right now, which is sort of fascinating. And that is like shockingly going really well, and huge, like all the caveats, right? These things can and will turn and, find a level that, once they get off the hype train, these things change dramatically really quickly, right? So I'm having fun with it. Anybody who wants to get on board, like, this could be the top of that right now, and you could be buying the top. I don't know, right? Anyway, it's going really well, and I'm sort of obsessed with it, right? So there's that, and like I just bought more Uplift DAO tokens, and so I'm just buying. Like, I don't give a shit. Like this is that's what I spent my morning doing. Oh, and I bought Lifty, and I'll tell you why in a minute, right? Because like these are like shit that I made basically, right?
Let's hear it.
And I did it anyway. So anyway, like doing all this normal stuff, like for me anyway, right? Like just acquiring, and then I go to my Anchor wallet, and I noticed that wax is 8 cents, and I was like, what the shit? And it was 10, 11 before or whatever, right? So like whatever, it's we know it's bear market or what have you. And my first question is like, okay, is it wax or is it the whole market, right? Because wax, of course, tends to react with the whole market. Especially when it's Ethereum and or Bitcoin. And yeah, Ethereum, like just like somebody shot it off a freaking cliff. Right? I think it's at 1,200 now.
Oh my gosh, is it?
Yeah,
really?
let me find out. Just so I'm not
the beauty of today is I'm going completely off of what I've heard friends and people say. I have not gone to like Coin Market Cap or anything like that yet.
Yeah, so the reason wax went down 20% is because Ethereum did. I assume Bitcoin did as well. Yeah, Bitcoin's down 17.5% to 23. This is the thing, like Bitcoin, the sooner Bitcoin gets to 20 and touches its previous high, the better for everybody, right? It's a bear market. You don't want a long bear market. I mean, it's going to take a while to get back up, right? But like, just if we're going to go to max pain, get to max pain as quickly as humanly possible, in my humble opinion.
I mean, so the only thing that I've heard today,
it's tight,
was some friends of mine sweating, saying that Bitcoin was at 20K. So the fact that it's still actually not at 20K yet.
I wonder if it tagged it.
If it tagged
trading view here. If it tagged 20 overnight.
Oh, it could have. It could have.
I'll find out.
I mean, the ETH that I'm looking like both of those that's some scrumptious investment pricing, right? If you're looking to buy now,
right? Like that's like, this is the thing, right? Like it's like when wax was soaring or whatever, like I was buying at 3 cents, 8 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents, right? And people are like, oh, you're so lucky. Like, no, I was buying when everyone else was crying. And it's how many times do we have to go through this?
Buy when they cry. Does anyone say that?
I think I might have just came up with it. I've never heard that before, but it really did roll off the tongue pretty easy.
It's a good one. Buy when they cry. Right? I hope we could take it.
Steal it. And honestly, somebody probably came up with it before me, but yeah, like it just, this is the time. We've been through bear markets before. It's the furthest thing from the end, right? There's too many things.
The interesting thing is we've already thought that we were kind of in a little bit of a bottom. This is the 1-2 punch this is like, you know, some people are feeling optimistic about. I mean, I do think that we're going to see completely different prices come fall.
Yeah,
but I didn't think that this was going to happen. I'll be honest. I didn't think it's going to happen. So
yeah,
is
I was
anything
reserving
up right
judgment.
now?
I just didn't know. What's that?
Is anything up right now?
Yeah, mining network. And if I'm not mistaken, let's go check.
Tell me what the. Or actually, I feel like you got your screen pulled up. Do you want to do a screen share?
I can, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna go do.
You can show us mining network too. I don't know anything about it.
Oh geez, fucking mining. I swore up and down I wasn't gonna promote it. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, Uplift DAO token is on sale right now too. Well, it's stabilized pretty well. That's pretty nice.
Let's see how Wax is doing on here.
Yeah, I forgot.
What it's trading at? What is what? Oh, okay, 8 cents. Yeah,
that's freaking crazy pants. All right, so
Paradox, don't promote it. Do you know that guy?
What's that?
Paradox, do you know him?
I don't think I do.
Okay, he's familiar in our chat, but he's talking to you like he knows you, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, I might. He's got some like different kind of name or something.
Prince of Persia.
Oh yeah, so yeah, mining network is still scam status and delisted. So I mean, they have a whole bunch of things they said about why they got delisted on Atomic. They just got whitelisted on Nifty. Again, like absolutely think of it as a scam.
Whoa, they got delisted on Atomic and then whitelisted on Nifty right after.
I wouldn't say right after. I think it was a couple weeks, and I don't know all the details or whatever. So yeah, like for people that are all up in the Discords and stuff, they might know tons more than me. TC just got me messing around with this, and I've been playing around with it. And like it's with stuff I can afford to lose, all the freaking caveats, blah 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 blah. The tokenomics on it are fascinating. They're actually designed on a sped up version of deflationary economics for Bitcoin. And again, like totally centralized. You know, we could lose everything at any moment. Just assume that, right? Like, I'm definitely not promoting it.
But I am talking about it,
right? Like right? Like that was the sort of thing.
You can't help it. You can't help. It's it is what it is. I didn't know about it, so now I know. I think that's interesting about the delisting and the whitelisting. But
yeah.
All right. So what's really really interesting to me, so my flight, everything is booked for me to go to New York next Sunday.
Good.
This is going to be a really interesting time to be in a crypto conference.
It will, right? Well, and this is what like, and this is the thing. Like, we're getting 100 projects from Ethereum to bootstrap our presence there for the uplift, right? And then I think we just hit about 60 or what have you. And like, I'm looking for the people that that are buying, not crying, right? Like and talking to the ApeSwap guys, we had a great conversation with them. They're bringing in a bunch of their
with
partners.
Who?
ApeSwap.
Tell me about that one.
So ApeSwap is a DeFi platform. I actually met them through Crystal on Polygon, Crystal.finance.
I'm already telling you, I'm in Crystal Discord because of you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like those guys. And they've got like some presence on Ethereum, and then they've got about apparently 200 partner projects on Binance Smart Chain or whatever, right? So they're bringing a few friends in to help flesh out some plots on Ethereum, which is one of these new Ethereum worlds that we're booting up. And they mentioned to me like that, just like a number of people that are finding the number of people that are projects that are actually still excited right now is all the marbles, right? So we're gonna go there. I'm sure a bunch of people are canceling their trips, but I mean, we're rock and rolling like that. I just want to find the people that are not quitting. What's that?
Are you guys gonna? You said you're gonna be rocking and rolling there.
I want to meet other people. Like, I don't know. Like, eventually, like, I think Uplift could have a booth, but like, I get all my networking done outside of the events. Like, I want to meet
that's about
the
call it the poor man's way. But even when I went to Bitcoin conference this year, the best thing to do was to just be in Miami, be in Wynwood, and then find out where all the cool people are meeting up, like outside of the conference. So
yeah. Every time I've done that, it just I end up doing all of my networking in the lobby or in the bar or both.
Maybe the bar.
right?
Maybe
So
more.
yeah, Boyd's still rock and roll status. I have yet to mess around with the Boyd avatars yet, and that's criminal on my part because I like never touch EOS. But I have been a pretty significant, for me, not huge by any, it's probably normal metrics, but holder of Boyd for the longest time. One of the first projects that I experienced on EOS back in the day, and John and their whole team have been kicking ass for a long time. So that's definitely something I got to get into.
What's popping in the EOS circles right now? Because I feel like that's a community, since being in this space, it seems like the EOS community is never going to die. They're never going to give up hope. But I feel like the hope is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Like I still haven't seen the breakthrough with EOS.
That's and I mean, the fact that the core community just won't let it go is great. I think that's fantastic.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Other than Boyd, I wouldn't. I think I looked at it because we talk about whether we should go over there every once in a while with the uplift, and it just comes down to like there's no in there, right? I look at like what are the major projects that are working. It's like a couple of
it's not like the forks. The EOS forks are good.
Oh, for sure, right? But like EOS mainnet. Other than Boyd, it's just a few exchanges and the betting stuff, right? To me, there's no people there. There's no people building things there. So there's nothing for the uplift to do, right? Because I mean, at the end of the day, like the way I see the uplift, we're building a network of actual human beings in the context of this metaverse, right? Because we've been viciously creating things that cannot be botted, which sometimes honestly hurts us, right? Because like NFT Worlds started to say they've got like hundreds of thousands of users. No, they fucking don't. They purposefully built a play to earn thing that can get botted to hell, and it got botted to hell, right? So like that, I was joking with Tuttle that maybe we should just like make something that can be botted so that we can brag about all of our users, but we're not going to do it, right? Because the human network for us is what's going to end up being sticky and have like that's the thing that is actually going to have value.
Right. So what since we last connected, I'm trying to think what I'm just trying to remember what are some things that we spoke about and how's everything going. So, I mean, obviously the uplift. I don't know. I guess tell us like what are you working on and what does the world need to know about the latest and the greatest with Corey Cottrell?
Right. I mean, we dropped the first tranche of uplift DAO tokens to the community.
Okay. When was that?
A couple weeks ago, I want to say.
Okay.
So those are out there.
Uplift tokens. So that's different than Upliftium.
Yeah. So Uplift DAO tokens are it's actually UDT on Ethereum. I'll put a link up that I'll put in the private chat.
And then what are the tokenomics of it?
So yeah, the tokenomics are really simple. The first thing I did, because of course I bought the company from my old partners, gave 25% of it to the co-founding team that came with me and has been working for free for the last 4 months now. And we're giving 25% of the DAO tokens to landholders and people that are in the Liftium economy or the Upliftium economy. So we did one drop now for 15% of the total. There's 100 million total, right? So 15% of the total that went to landholders and people that have used or burned Upliftium. And then we'll be doing another 10%. I think those are the numbers anyway. It might be like 13 and 12 or something like that in probably 4 or 5 months to everyone. And then that's it. Like there won't be any distribution after that. I think the uplift itself is probably going to still hold about 4% of the total, for potential strategic partnerships or whatever. But other than that, it's all going to be out in the ecosystem.
Is it structured in a way where that's what I'm looking for? Is there a limited supply basically?
Yes, so there's 100 million total supply, and that supply is going to be out in the ecosystem by the end of this year, and that's it.
Okay.
That was
100 million will be out by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no like mining process or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay.
No, it's just, I mean, the two biggest things we want to have all this stuff out there. And, obviously you're going to be able to vote for it. There's actually a bunch of votes that are going on right now.
You want to, you sent me a link there. Sorry.
Yeah. In the private chat.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I think this article actually whipped this up on the blog.
Do you have any screen share? Can you share your screen for, I guess, just for the. I could always click it and share it, but I feel like you could navigate it and talk about it better than I can.
For sure. Please hold.
Yeah. Paradox is live in the chat today. Anyone else out there? I see we got some other folks tuned in here.
All right, so
There you go.
I should see all my freaking awesome tabs. Anyway, yeah, so boop boop boop. I mean, this article is pretty boring, but on that link, right at the top there, this will go to a swap pool where you can buy some. They're ridiculously undervalued, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. This isn't financial advice. Fucking blah blah blah. Snapshot.org is where people can vote. There you go. Yeah, bring Jimmy in. Let's do it up. Yeah, so snapshot.org is gasless voting, right? So it doesn't. There's no gas fees for using these tokens to vote on stuff, and there's some really interesting uplift stuff that people can vote on right now. So yeah, tokens 80% distributed right now. By the end of the year, 96% is going to be out again. 4% is going to stay with the uplift for a little while. Yeah, so and just like we pulled in 20 million wax last year, right? Which at the peak, if I'd been running the company, we would have had 7 million. We'd probably be sitting on 5 or 6 million in runway right now. Needless to say, I wasn't, and that's why I just bought it back from all my partners. But I think it speaks to what's possible, and that was in a bull market, right? So like I've got some pretty intense goals for the next 12 months. We'll see if that's possible in a bear market. I honestly believe that we can outwork a bear market and still bring in some really awesome numbers. But we'll see. And the main reason why that's important is because the revenue share that we're going to do, I believe is going to make the DAO token far more able to match what the same kind of thing if it was like a shares on a stock market or whatever, right? Generally you see valuations in tech from 5 to 10 x revenue, and so it shouldn't be that hard to squint at this the right way and see the uplift as a $50 million company, but that's like super subjective. Fine, right? So once we have a little bit of runway booted up, we're going to start the revenue share up, and then 30% of all revenue, whether it's primary market, secondary market, Ethereum, Wax, the other blockchains that we're going to end up on the rest of this year, 30% of all revenue is going to get dropped on the DAO token holders. So, and that's forever, right? We're going to keep doing that as long as we've got, I think 90 days of burn rate runway, in the treasury. Everything after that is going to revenue share. So, cool. Yeah, holding the tokens are going to be awesome for voting. And assuming the bet is, can we actually go out and make a decent amount of money, and of course I think that we can. So, well,
buy when they cry, right? Now is the time.
Right? Be buying when other people are crying.
Anyway, all right. So
what this video here we actually got on the YouTube channel for NFT NYC with Ian. Ian actually brought his kids onto a stream for the first time in many years. I had the Rocket Gallery and Jen on to talk about some of their builds.
Trying to zoom in on it.
Yeah, that's totally worth
nice.
Catching.
I didn't know they were doing. So they're doing like marketing videos to hype up the conference.
Yeah. They've got a whole YouTube channel up. Yeah, it was awesome to be on there, for sure.
So what day are you getting to New York?
Thursday.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, I've got meetings basically all weekend.
Wow. And then so you'll be there Thursday. Are you staying for like 10 days or something like that?
8, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. And then do you have I know there's like normally a G sheet or something where it shows where everyone's going to be meeting and like that type of stuff. No, you're just winging it.
I don't know shit. I am going. I mean, I'm going to be hanging out with Jeff Crane and the team from NFT the Movie. Jen from our team is actually coming down as well.
It's called NFT the Movie.
Have you never met Jeff Crane?
I have not,
sir. Yeah, no, I'll get that done. Yeah, I'm amazed that you guys haven't met yet. No, well, you're coming, so
yeah, I'll be there.
We'll make all that happen. And also,
oh wow, who is this guy? He looks like a movie guy.
Oh yeah, no, and honestly, like one of the sort of more intense connectors and promoter type personalities that I've ever met. Like
I'm
I
just
tend to
looking
be
at-
hype level 9,000. This guy makes me look like I'm just fucking calm. And
I'm putting this in the chat here. If you guys want to check out Jeff Crane, he seems like I'm just from the thumbnail. You're like, okay, this guy must be an energetic character.
Yeah, I love Jeff's stash. Yeah, I mean it's all about the stash at the end.
Cool.
Of the day.
Yeah, if you'll sounds like you'll be laying the groundwork there from the connections perspective. So
yeah, I mean, like, so I think I'm gonna be hanging out with Yoshi a little bit. Oh, he got me.
Yoshi's gonna be there.
He lives in New York.
I did not know that. For some reason, I thought he lived in like Japan.
Yes,
or
sir.
something.
Yeah, no, he lives in New York, and yeah, he got me invited to the Wax rooftop party, and so if you want, I could probably get you an invite for that as well.
What day would that one
The
be?
21st. I think it's
Okay.
like 6:30 to
Cool.
9:30 or something like that.
That's smart for it to be on that day because that's like the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There's
Right, link.
Is it being thrown by like the Wax leadership team or
Yeah,
who's the
Quigley apparently is going to be there.
Okay. The only name that I'm familiar with is someone named Larcy. Do you know her?
I do not.
Is that familiar? Okay, yeah, Larcy with Wax. Okay, well, that's good to know. What are some other projects that you're looking forward to networking with when you get there?
I mean, this, like, for me, yeah, General Moses is clearly a Wax rooftop level, right? I mean, that's just like,
Paradox. I just got to give Paradox a shout out because I've seen you in our chats all the time, and I just kind of thought that maybe you were someone who like maybe your English wasn't that good, but I'm starting to see today clearly like you might even be from like North America is what I'm thinking. But anyways, sorry, go ahead, Corey.
No, I was shocked that you were invited already. I mean, you should have been there before me. What was I talking about? The frickin', what was the question?
I think who you're looking to network with.
Oh yeah. So I mean, like, we're doing pretty good on the connecting with 100 projects for Ethereum, right? I mean, my whole thing is if we launch a couple small maps on Ethereum and sell out.
What about 100 projects?
Oh, so okay. Let me rewind a little bit. We're starting with no runway, right? Like a very tiny little bit that we did from the first auctions, and we're gonna be, everything that's still in our inventory on the Wax side, we're gonna put up for map-based auctions every month, right? So we're gonna hopefully be able to cover server costs and maybe like a few $100 for core team members, every month or whatever, right? We're on a hyper shoestring budget. The real goal is to branch out to all these different blockchains, Ethereum first. So we're gonna get on OpenSea, do map-based auctions on OpenSea, and do the whole thing. So what we did with Genesis way back in the day, the first map that we released, is I basically gave land away to 50 different projects on Wax, right? And had them on the show, and they were networking together, and it was just high energy, and it was a lot of fun. So like, let's go back to that again, right? Only this time instead of 50, to 100, because like, what's more fucked up than trying to do twice as much work in like half the time? And really, and this is like, on Ethereum, like I don't know anyone there, like at all, right? Like, I know a couple projects here, there, whatever, and so I have to network into these spaces. So from the context we have, I end up chatting with ApeSwap, and we end up they're connected to a few products, and we knew a few here and there, and the Rocket Gallery actually had done a few spotlights on some artists. We got some there, and just through that we managed to get half of the 100 already. And so for me, going to New York, like I need to meet projects that are operating on Ethereum, right? And if the Goo crew is on Ethereum, like if you guys know any, basically what we're doing, we're gonna have them on the show. We're gonna give them a free piece of land. These maps are smaller, so it's a 32 by 32, but you can build a huge tower and gallery and whatever, the whole 9 yards, right?
Okay.
And yeah, and then they're kind of sprinkled throughout the survival and the creative map that we're putting up there. And yeah, and I think the networking, even among those projects that we're bringing in, I think it's going to be really lit because they're all going to get to know each other. We're going to start doing panel shows.
How we getting Jimmy to New York?
Right, like we talked about it, and he's like, he can't do it because he's he's moving back apparently in August. Hey, to Canada.
I don't know if he said he's coming back. Did he say moving back to you?
I think it's kind of like a wink, wink. Like, no, we're just coming for a vacation. but we'll see. He might come back. I
Yeah,
don't know.
he's from Ontario, right?
Yeah,
Do you think he's going there, or is he going to come?
he is going to Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah. Although he was talking about maybe trying to get out to British Columbia. I don't know.
Get him out to BC,
Gotta do something.
Calgary. I think I told you that's where I'm at now.
Yes.
Yeah. And then are you in the Miami? I'm trying to remember. Are you in Miami metro area?
No, we're actually in Hollywood right now.
That's Miami. Like
it's like an hour north, 45 minutes north. Still
from like I guess from Wynwood. But like if you're in Hollywood, I guess not being from that part of the country or even state, any outsider is going to be like, dude, yeah, you're in Miami. If you say Hollywood,
I still feel like we're in Miami with all the
because Hollywood is between Fort Lauderdale and Miami, basically.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. It's basically like North Beach, Hollywood.
Not to be mistaken with Hollywood, California. Yes, I'm sure that's.
I'm cool. I'm definitely not that cool.
He said he's moving. We got the man. Paradox is like Jimmy's assistant or something. He's all that stuff.
It's like tracking everything we're doing.
He's calling him out. He's moving back. He's got 3 weeks to go. That's funny. I went on. Oh, actually, so do you know anything about this One Planet project? And Chetty, I see you're still here. So
no, and although Jimmy mentioned it, they're on Polygon, if I'm not mistaken, or headed there. Because it was he was talking to one of the other projects that he knew on Terra.
I want I would like your 2 cents on this one because Jimmy and Sean had them on the Meta Effect last week, and Sean was really excited about it. Like he went out of his way to tell me that they were having them on, and normally Sean doesn't do that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just pop in there at the end and say hi and see what happens. And I did, and then I saw they were running their application for projects to get on their platform for One Planet. Mm-hmm. I was kind of just like screw it. Like I just hopped in there. I filled out an application for GooBalls. It took me like way longer than I expected, but I filled it out. And then I just checked my Telegram yesterday, like, hey, like you've been approved. Like we want to get you on here. And it's funny because I think it's a project mainly for NFT projects that were on Terra that kind of tanked. And we were not on Terra, but if somebody wants to like get our brand out there, I'm also not necessarily going to stop them. So now,
right?
Like,
no, please don't. I mean, okay.
They're like knocking on our door right now, and I see my partner Chetty in the chat. I still got to talk to him because I don't even know. Like, I really don't even know what I just got us into. But they really like GooBalls from what I'm picking up on. So, you don't have any clue about One Planet though?
I don't. I just know Jimmy digs it. So. Yeah, he was, far more. Yeah, he was telling me I need to read in on it. And again, like the likelihood that we're going to be on Polygon before the end of the year is pretty high. And I can imagine doing a partnership with them as well. Especially like again, if they're going out and because my whole rule of thumb is anytime we go to a new blockchain, 50 new partner projects per 1 kilometer map. And those 1 kilometer maps, you know how big Genesis is, right? There's 25 1 kilometer maps on Genesis. And that whole map, we're going to be distributing far less than just that one map for the rest of the year. So I still and again for every single one of those little maps, we're going to have 50 different communities that are coming on board to take part in it. So that's basically our rule of thumb. I told Jimmy because he's like, hey, we need to get on this. Like, should we make it next? Like, hey, you get 50 partner projects over there. We will not have a choice but to figure it out and get over there, right? So I think he's getting that going now. And it seems
that was what you heard about One Planet is they want 50 partner projects.
I no, that's what I want. Right, like that's sort of my mandate to figure. Okay, are we going to fast track getting to a platform?
Mandate,
right? This is like must happen. Now, granted, like the DAO could outvote me, but they won't. If they all banded together. But no, like, it just makes sense, right? Because we need to basically create demand before we release any new land. That's kind of my whole thing, and they're creating that network value of bringing in projects before we do that.
What blockchain? You said mostly Ethereum projects, or
so right now the 2 maps that we know and we've confirmed we voted on the DAO already. Ethereum, which is creative, and DGen 1, which is survival. We're going to mint those NFTs on Ethereum. That's definitely happening. Right. And so I think we've got about 10 or 15 left on the creative side for projects. Right. We've been filling those out. And actually, if you our Twitter spaces from last, I'll send you some pictures.
Okay.
down the road. Like we had our little happy hour thing, and so we were popping by NFT the movie's got to build up, and Masters of the Bitcoin has to build up, and freaking Ape Swap. I put up a little billboard
for NFT the movie. I feel bad that I don't know. What's his name? Jeff.
Yeah.
What's his story and his background,
dude? I wouldn't even. Nope. We're gonna get him on your show. Okay. Like no one's gonna tell that story better than him. And they're connected too. Like they're, I'm
is he working with like Wax, or is he working with like ETH, or
across the board? If you're doing NFTs, he's in.
Okay. I wonder what are some of his bigger projects. Maybe I just need to have him on.
Yes.
Like, has he been with a project that kind of blew up or something like that?
I mean, he's yes. I mean, he's connected to a lot of really.
How did you I guess first meet the celeb?
Shitcoin.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Was he a speaker at it?
Yep.
Okay. And that was in April.
Yep. Yeah. Ken introduced me, and they did a little bit of an interview with me, and I fell in love with their team. They're just a bunch of really cool people.
Nice.
Yeah, they're good.
And it's called NFT the Movie.
NFT the Movie. Yeah, I think you can go to nftthemovie.com and it should come right up.
All right.
If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we're gonna be putting up a bunch of movie posters in their build, and Ethereum is open right now, right? There's projects are building there right now. So we've got a few spots left there. I think about 30 left in survival. People are a little bit scared of going to the survival, but this DGen 1 map, it's all like mesa and valleys, and it's one of the most beautiful Minecraft maps I've ever seen. So that's gonna be good. So yeah, we're gonna get those 100 projects in there, and then we'll do an auction for the land that is basically in and around those people that can expand their spots, or people in their community can come in and buy it. And I think the prices on OpenSea are still going to be really small, I think, relatively speaking to Ethereum type stuff, especially now with the Ethereum. Whew. But yeah, so we're gonna have tons of projects on Ethereum, and then we're gonna go to basically wherever the heat is next, right? And Polygon's on our short list, and I just told Jimmy with the One Planet thing, like, just start the list now, right? If we have whichever blockchain has like a bunch of people that we can go in and talk to, communities that we can talk to that we like, right, that we would want to have be neighbors in our metaverse, then that's where we're gonna go.
Yeah. Have you heard anything else about Proton since we last spoke?
So were we talking about Nefty and Proton?
Yeah, we did. I mean, we're looking at. I mean, and anyone out there who's a part of the Goo crew tuned in, our next project within GooBalls is 90% chance going to be on Proton. So
yeah, it's interesting. So I mean, Nefty was talking about going over there, right? So like that's always a possibility. We talked even about doing like partnering up on them launching some Uplift World land over there, just to kind of help them out with some runway and give like some juice over there, right? Not anything we would focus on right now, because I think there's much bigger fish to fry. And the main reason they wanted to go over there is because the fiat rails would allow would allow you to buy NFTs with credit cards or dollars or whatever. And then Wax, like a week later, is like, yeah, hold my beer. And like, I don't know what the schedule is for this, but Wax has now said, you're going to have the ability to buy with fiat soon. So
really, when did they say that?
Let me figure that out.
I mean, they kind of have had that option with what was it, Simplex, and I want to say MoonPay.
No, this is like buying NFTs with credit card on Atomic.
Nice. Oh, and Atomic. So wow. So that could be a big move for Atomic, who seems to be losing 100% market share to Nefty.
Atomic Hub announces fiat payment options for Wax NFTs.
Oh wow! Can you drop the link in the chat?
Yeah.
That's big for Atomic, because it wasn't looking so good for the past few months as far as competition with Nefty.
Right. Well, in this,
Are you going to share yours too? You got it.
And they're light on details, but announced
partnership with first. Okay, this has been out for a while. Okay,
right. Announced partnership with banks to launch a fiat to NFT payment option on their established marketplace. Blah blah blah. So yeah, credit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and a variety of other popular payments. I mean, I would imagine PayPal's probably going to get on that list. So yeah, this is interesting, right? I mean, that's, it's all fun and games so you can buy with dollars. And I imagine the entire secondary market. This is something I've been talking about for a long time, right? Cute little random rocket for fun.
Gotta throw it in there.
Totally something I would do. So I'm not gonna. I definitely can't say shit.
Hydro. I see John Nichols. It's Hydro.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He was the one who first got Shift Collabs and GooBalls whitelisted. So, and it seems like he's been really going hard with ever since Atomic Hub kind of. I don't even know how to say it. Hired him. They brought him.
No, they basically acquired his.
They bought him.
They bought him.
I mean, I guess that is kind of what happened. I'm just looking on the article though. I don't see anything besides hype. Like I'm trying to see what's the timeline. Did I miss it?
Yeah, light on details.
Putting this.
Yeah,
here.
there's no timeline.
Oh, it looks like you gotta. Is this when's Corey? we gotta plan it out, Chetty. I know honestly our Monday night stream waitlist is starting to get pretty wild. We got Sully. We got Sully coming on tonight.
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely be busy for the next couple of Mondays, but I'd love to come on. How late do you guys go?
We typically go from 9 Eastern until about midnight, like 3 hours.
Crazy pants. All right.
I know if you got dad things to do, then sometimes that can be rough.
I'm not a dad, but I am freaking old and I go to bed early. But I mean, I want to start doing more at night anyway, just because last year I didn't really do any. I gotta up my game significantly. Yeah, get Jimmy. That's prime time for him. Yeah, for sure. Jimmy's more fun than me anyway.
Well, 9 p.m. is like 9 a.m. in Saki Town, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So do we got any anything we can give away today? I know I got some in my wallet. You got any uplift related cool stuff?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I got a pile of shards I can give away.
Shards.
Yeah. Do you know anything about that?
No, let's hear it.
So last year we gave away a bunch of land, which was super fun. And we want to do something like that, right? For community engagement and other shit. And finally we're okay, like giving away a whole piece of land the whole time is not that fun. So why don't we create an NFT that's basically a shard, right? So 99 of these things, you blend them together, you get a piece of land. And so we start doing that for giveaways and for community engagement and even for being on committees, right? Because you can actually get on a committee in the Uplift DAO without any DAO tokens, right? So people that feel really strongly about it, they want to bring their time and their energy and their passion for it. Anyone can find a way to affect the future of the Uplift, which is something that Tuttle kind of designed how our DAO is going to work, and she really wanted to make it so that anybody coming in at any level could come in and bring some energy to it, which I think was really cool. Anyway, so people are getting shards for that. And the fascinating thing for me is that the shards still hold 4 times more value for 99 shards than the land. And I don't really know how that's possible.
Wait, say it one more time. How does it work?
Okay, with packs, because it's the same with packs, unopened packs. So shards, if you get 99 shards,
yeah,
and sell them for what the bottom rate is on Atomic, that's 4 times what it costs to buy a piece of land.
Wow.
Right?
So that's the hack then. It's
interesting. And I mean, we're not just going to do that one thing with the shards. So on that side, it also kind of makes sense to sort of be thinking, a little bit speculatively about like what we might be able to do with shards in the future. It's just it's super interesting. Apparently Axie did the same thing. I didn't know that until yesterday. Where they had it's like AXS, I think was how they ran that stuff. But yeah, so I have some shards to give away. We can totally do that if you want.
Let's deal out some shards. Let me, on that note, actually, let me queue up a duck race. I didn't think this far ahead here. Hold on, let me give you guys a form. Let's see, where is the form link?
And I'll give 10 of them away.
10 shards. And then what was the little, again, run us through the, how do you leverage it to get land again?
There's just a blend on Nafty.
Okay.
Get 99 of them, and you can blend it for land.
Blend for land. Let's see. Unlink form. There we go. All right. We got 99 profits, but a shard ain't one. Paradox. I don't know. You got to get. I feel like I see you sometimes on our night streams. You and Crypto and Earthling. You seem like you guys could have some good like plays on word. Every now and then you get someone in the comments who's actually like really lyrically funny. I'm gonna say. And Paradox. Have you? You said you haven't seen Paradox before? Maybe he's coming from our side.
Yeah, no, I've never seen the name before, but it seems like I should have. Yeah. But hello, anyways.
All right, we got 3 names in the hat already. I'm gonna drop that link one more time, guys. Go ahead, get in there. We're gonna give away some shards, maybe some more goodies. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see.
And you know what? I'm gonna give away 20 shards because fucking Wax is in the dumpster. Fuck you, Wax. And Crypto.
Wait, did you just double? Was it 10 originally and now it's 20?
Yes, sir.
There we go. He's feeling generous, y'all. Zitron, what up? Zitron, I hope you're ready for some hacks ball later today. All right. I'm going to do another minute for the giveaway, and then what we'll do is take the top. Let me see how many people we have entering in the contest. So we'll take the top 3, first, second, and third, and we'll do. Let's see how I want to do this. Shard delivery. Is it possible to do? I don't know if I want to do all 20 at once. Let's break it down into 10 and 10. So first, second, and third. How would you break down 10 across 3 people in a fair manner? So like first would get 7, second would get.
So let's just do 30 and they get 10 each.
Wait, say what? So you get
let's just do 30 and
top
they
3
get
10. All right, hey guys, he's getting even more generous. All right.
Yes, I mean just because math is easier that way.
There we go. Math is easier that way. It's true. So top 3 duckies get 10 shards each. In this case, bronze is just as good as gold. Watch those duckies run. All right, let me go ahead and cue up the racing music now.
Nice.
I wish StreamYard had like more music options and 2 more intense options. Like this is literally the only one that's like let's
Rock
go.
Yeah.
All the the other 8 options are all just chilling. Like
yeah. We don't use the music enough, Jimmy and I. We're gonna do that more.
Yeah, if you're on StreamYard, it's a nice little glue.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna start pulling the names now. We got 14 names in the hat. You probably have 10 seconds to get your name in there if you haven't already. All right, we got In Parade, Cesarone, Shamith, Flavored Grass, Ronman, a Randman. It's Randman, 7272. Men's Dick, I don't know how to say it. Motorcar, Dehansu, Javiv, Zitron, Dex, Udam, Urla, Muddy Flap, Kalamangi. Oh, I like that one. Kalamangi. Kalamangi, your wax address looks like, I thought it was Priscilla for a second. I don't know if you know who Valor and Vellum is. Similar wax address. Okay, so we're going to do a 30-second ducky race. Oh, that's nine minutes. We're not doing 9 minutes. Set.
Hate to be quite the jaunt.
Right. Share screen. Where is it? There we go. What else you got on the agenda for today, Corey? What else you getting into, man?
Dude, handling bullshit. Like you can't even call me a CEO anymore. I'm just another member in the DAO that gets to do all the shit work, like set up bank accounts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Tons of paperwork on the Uplift LLC that is wholly owned by Biddle Dow, which is the Uplift Dow LLC in Wyoming. So yeah, we got a bunch of paperwork there, and I got to set up QuickBooks, and we're gonna be a DAO that actually does its taxes, which is gonna be really fun. So, yeah,
Fun CEO stuff,
dude, it's lame.
All right,
I can't wait till somebody replaces me.
Here we go. So top 3 are going to receive. Let's get my mind right here. 10 shards each.
Yep.
Look at this. Here we go. We'll get some sound effects in here. Why not? And look at those duckies go.
All right. Isn't there the freaking? Isn't there like a Bernie Sanders duck or something? Wasn't there a Bernie Sanders duck last time?
I know they have a Trump one. I don't know about a Bernie Sanders one. I'm trying to find GooBalls.
I mean, Vikings fun. Don't they usually like? Isn't it usually like you come from behind? Oh geez.
Muddy Flap with the W, and let's see here who came in. Why can't I find? Now I'm trying to find the
Pink and the Viking.
There we go. Okay.
There you go.
Muddy Flap, flavored grass, and Zitron. Congratulations, you guys are the winners of 10 shards. So that puts you what? 90 or 89
away from some land. Or just sit on them and wait till we do something interesting with them, which is always a possibility. One thing we should probably talk about. So I like on our show a few days ago, we start tossing around the idea like we do. We started tossing around the idea like what happens if we took one of these 1 kilometer maps, which again is like pretty small, right? And the 1,000 NFTs that you'd get out of it, that would be all the little NFTs for land or whatever, and sold it for 5 billion Upliftium. And so the reason why this is kind of interesting is the sort of dev and resource lift to put that much demand on the Upliftium economy is just like it's tiny. It's like almost inconsequential for us. We've got a bunch of other ideas that we're gonna be working on to create demand and use case for Upliftium, but they're all stuff that is going to take our devs time, and it's going to have to get slated in in our dev schedule, blah 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 blah, right? Stuff that's coming this year, but like we can't think about it for the next probably 45 to 60 days or whatever, right? This we could literally just do. So we're talking about it and kind of hashing it through. And just for context, we distribute for rewards 2.3 billion Upliftium a month, right? But to like a couple thousand people or whatever it is.
Wow.
Right? So trying to land 5 billion when other teams and people are trying to land 5 billion as well is going to have some kind of effect on the Upliftium price, which is why I announced it beforehand.
I'm trying to remember, is Upliftium on Alcor?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And is my screen frozen too? I'm trying to
it was for a second. Yeah, I know you're still frozen.
I'm frozen. Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Am I back? Is it working?
You're back.
Okay. Cool.
So I think the swap is better than the although like the actual order book markets. Like look at the buy side in there. Like people are trying to load up, which is highly entertaining. Yeah, you could tell exactly when I announced in the Discord that I wanted to practice making a DAO proposal because I'd never done it before. So I wrote it all up and then sent it out the Google Doc to our entire Discord to kind of flesh the idea out, make it better, whatever. Which is fun for me. Like I watched this idea that we sort of collectively had, the DAO proposal that I made. I watched it get like 100 times better in 10 minutes. People just like poured into the doc and just kind of flesh out the details because whatever, all this shit I didn't think of, which was a lot. But yeah, it looks like we did the pre-proposal thing that got quorum, right, to get anything passed, because you could make a DAO proposal right now for the uplift, right? If you get even a tiny bit of DAO tokens, you can do that. But it has to meet 15% quorum before we basically take it seriously. It goes to a final vote and it has to get all of our attention, right? So it passed that really easily. And now it's on its final vote, and people have till tomorrow to vote on it. It's definitely going to pass. I think it's got like 99%.
How do you vote again?
You basically just, if you got some Uplift DAO tokens, I'll throw the Yeah, well, I was going to throw it in the comments, but you've already got it in the private chat.
Yeah.
You can. The first link on there is where to go buy them, and then you go to Snapshot, which is also
Get that link.
linked in there in that article. And then you can just vote, and it's gasless voting, right? So it's like it's connected to your MetaMask, but voting doesn't require any gas fees or anything. So you can vote on as many things as you want without costing any money. Yep. So yeah, that shit's gonna pass, and people are gonna be competing to get up to 5 billion Upliftium first. I mean, price will react. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. What's as far as getting Upliftium within the game, is it still like mostly through miners? Is there any other ways to get it now?
So it's no, it's half and half. We've been doing active rewards for 6 seasons now, about 7 months. Wow. So the best way to get rewards from being in the game is just to have fun, right? We actually have a bunch of different actions that we assign points for. We do not publish that because when we did publish it, it just got botted because you can actually create, AFK bots in Minecraft that just do stupid shit. And that's not what we're about. So we got rid of that. So just go in and have fun and you'll end up, that literally is the way to optimize the player stuff. Now, if you hold land, have freaking events on your land, because every single person who's doing anything on your land is earning you Upliftium.
Doing anything
at all. So yeah, this is where you want to have events. This is why people are creating races and they're doing fishing derbies now, which is really fucking hilarious.
Fishing derbies.
Yeah, you can just like hang out there and like fish off a dock or whatever, and they've got different points for different fish. It's absolutely ridiculous, but it's really fun. Yeah, that's been a whole thing. Yeah, so I mean that the owning some land, creating an experience and an excuse for people to go there is the fastest way to earn Upliftium in the game.
There's got to be a way to stream the fishing derbies.
100%. Yeah, for sure.
Place bets and stuff.
I mean, they last for like 3 hours long. They're like watching a golf tournament or something like that.
I'm trying to think. Is there a technique to it? Or is it more just like luck?
I think it's luck. I seriously think, and I'm not an expert at Minecraft fishing, so I could be wrong about that. But I think it's entirely luck. It's an excuse to get people to hang out. So
before I forget, did you get I sent in the private chat the wax addresses for the shards?
Not.
I know sometimes it's easy to forget.
We're talking about it.
You get going. Yeah. And what I know I'm asking you questions while you're pulling that.
No, you're
up,
good.
But when do you guys go live again? Just so like our audience can subscribe and follow you and all that.
We go live a lot. So our next show I think is 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We usually do 9 or 10 in the morning, and then very often I have shows at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But it's kind of it's kind of hit or miss whether those happen or not. And then Jen is going live on our channel, onboarding all the products from Ethereum. And she does that live as often as not, so that's kind of fun. So you just search for the Uplifters on YouTube, just one word, and we pop up pretty fast. So. Yep, I guess you can follow the Uplift World on Twitter too. We go live on the Twitter.
I've got your Twitter here somewhere. Because I think normally it'll go through on your Twitter, right?
No, it goes through on the Uplift World at the Uplift World. We go live there, and then I think we go live on Twitch too, but I don't know if anybody watches it there. All right, P42HA sent.
Check your wallets for your shards, y'all. And I see the Goo Crew making some noise there in the chat with the with the Goo Crew or what do you call them? Stickers, emotes. That's good. Zitron followed you. That's good. That's good.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna buy some wax.
Right? Yeah, no, I traded some Ethereum in for wax today. Even with Ethereum being low, like I think wax is going to recover before Ethereum does.
Yeah.
At a greater extent. Now, granted, I'm a little biased.
I mean, it's just
probably a lot biased.
Great deal right now. Gonna do it. Let's see here. So that, I mean, I hope what we just saw about Atomic Hub, I hope that comes to fruition sooner rather than later. I mean, that'll just.
Right.
I think of all the people that.
I think I might have a company that can do this for Nefty. 1 second.
Yeah.
I've been meaning.
I mean, I know one called Fortress. I don't know if you've heard of those guys.
I feel like I have, but I'd be lying if I said I really.
I met them in Miami on our last trip. Let's see here.
This is pretty freaking rock and roll.
Muddy Flip. Muddy Flip, what's up? I think I've seen your name before too, but it's kind of new. So thank you for hanging out with us. On that note, if you are new to this stream, smash that follow button, or as Venom says, gently caress that follow button. And stay tuned for more Goo Crew action. We're coming to you live every Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern, and then periodically throughout the week. Throughout the week, more pop-up streams. Actually, on that note, we are doing a Wombat Dungeon birthday party.
Nice.
This Friday. And I have no idea what to expect, but I don't know if you know Olga from their team, and Sasha, of course, will be on. It's funny, you know, Sasha went from being very behind the scenes to, like, I think he has his own channel now. He's making his own art. So
nice.
It's interesting. The power of the stream. It's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. Are you still you're working on something right now?
Yep. Yeah. No, I want to get this done before I forget about it. I'm just gonna try and. There's actually an exchange in Edmonton at Cash to Crypto that we ended up connecting with that I think might actually be able to help Nefty with something like this. And I've been meaning to connect them for a while, and it's stupid that I haven't yet. So I'm just gonna do it right now.
Edmonton. All right.
Sorry, man. I know this is super exciting for everybody.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just checking notifications.
So flavored, I got you, and now we're gonna do the last one. Boink. This music is pretty good.
I mean, I know Chetty's out there. We've probably listened to this loop at least 5,000 times.
Trillion times.
I'm actually gonna if I keep it rolling, then next thing you know, we'll accidentally stream for another 45 minutes, which is nothing wrong with that. But I've been trying to at least make a conscious effort of keeping this stream to about an hour. And one thing that I failed miserably on the last 2 times I've gone live, and hopefully we get it this time, is have you ever done a successful raid on Twitch?
No.
Okay.
Also, what is that?
A raid. It's when you send everyone who's tuned in here, we send them to another stream, which right now I see Burst is streaming right now. So I think send viewers to another channel when your stream ends. So I hit raid. Okay, click that.
That's fun.
Let's see if this works. Did not work the other day. No, hold on. Send them to another one. Let's see. Okay, so I'm putting it /raid, channel management. Send viewers to another channel when your stream ends. And then you put the channel in parentheses. Okay, I think this is how it works. Okay. Hopefully this works this time. Burst of energy. I'm going to say, as far as rating, anyone out there who knows how to do this, do you have to put the @ symbol in front of their name, or do you just put the name of the channel? We'll find out. Anyways, where and when is the Wombat Party? Good question. Let's go ahead and do a little marketing plug here. Before we do that, let's shine some light on our host first. So Corey, again, where can our viewers go to get as much Corey Cottrell as they could possibly ever want throughout the course of a week?
Yeah, my Twitter's probably the best one.
Okay,
that's where I am the most, at Corey Cottrell, COREY. on the Twitter machine. And yeah, I would say like our blog on, you can just go to theuplift.world and find the blog in the settings, or you can go to wherewehideallthealpha.com, which is just fun, a stupid URL that we bought for hilarity. I'd love to see it, like anytime you guys want to publish anything at all, like we keep inviting people to come do guest posts on the blog, just because we want it to be like a place not just for us, but for, you know, everybody in our kind of circle of friends. So feel free to avail yourself, and that goes for like anybody watching this. If you guys have something you guys want to get out there, I'm more than happy to post some stuff up there.
Bulletin board, and you guys have, I guess you have a disc. Do you want to drive traffic to the Discord?
Yeah. Okay. Threaten me with a good time.
What's the best way to do that? Or do you know, is it a Discord URL, or is it like?
I think we actually got a. Hold on here.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. So as Corey pulls that up, guys, as you know, we'll be back tonight, 9 p.m. EST. That's New York City time, 6 p.m. Los Angeles, with your boy Sully. We're going to be having fun, me, Chetty, and Keegs, and Sully. So you guys want to be here for that. That's the GooBalls night stream, the Shift Plus, as some may know it. And then someone asked about the Wombat one. Let me actually get you the time on that, because that's not typical, but we are doing. So let's see. That would be 1 p.m. So this time on Friday, we'll be starting our stream with Wombat. This time right now, if you're tuned in live. If you're not tuned in live, June 17th at 1 p.m. New York City time. And we will be streaming from NYC NFT at some point. But yeah, make sure you're there for that action. Friday the 17th, 1 p.m. EST. You got the link? Oh, you did. You did. There it is. Copy link address. So yeah, guys, if you have any follow-up questions for Corey, tied to the uplift as well, you know, you got your shards, you're looking to buy some land, whatever it may be, get some upliftium in your wallet. That is another great place to go. If for whatever reason Corey misses your Twitter notification, go ahead and get in there.
Yeah, our chat's pretty pumping, and they're really, really helpful. So questions will get answered there really, really quickly. But I love getting those questions. Somebody asked me how to get lithium on Twitter yesterday, and I was like, "Yep, Alcor." Well, and I think there might be some disparity. This is probably worth checking out, because I didn't do the math. I think that the crystallized upliftium NFTs on Atomic are pound for pound significantly cheaper than either the swap pool or the order books for lithium on Alcor. And again, just so in case people don't know, the only way to get upliftium out of the Uplift game is by basically printing an NFT. That's the kind of crystallized upliftium is what we call it, and that's 1 million upliftium per NFT. You send that NFT to tokenized NFT, the wax address, and it spits out the fungible token lithium, which we actually never made. That's just the Kate guys were like, hold my beer, and they created the fungible token version of our NFT, which is kind of fun.
There you go.
And legitimately, like, even in a future regulation, Your Honor, we seriously did not make that, and I didn't talk to them about it. I had nothing to do with it. Go fuck yourself.
It's really important to get moments like that documented on camera, right? Just so you can go back to it.
I was super honest about it. Like, I was thinking, like, man, should we like kind of low key talk to people about it? That's probably a terrible idea. While I was mulling that over, they created it, and like 2 hours after we allowed people to take the NFTs out of our system, that token was already up. I was like, well, yeah, all right.
Well, again, I said the beauty of streaming from what I've seen with what we're building is the transparency. You can, if there's always anything that runs through your head and you just want to get it on record and you don't have the time to get it in a white paper or on a website or whatever, just as long as you get it recorded on YouTube or somewhere, then you can always go back to it. So there you go.
And this problem is like, I also brainstorm online, which is really stupid. I say
this replay is, if you are watching the replay now, you're on the Meta Collect YouTube. So I must not forget, make sure you smash that subscribe and like button too. Shout out to Jimmy.
Awesome, man. All right. Hey, I'm late for a meeting. I gotta run. But dude, thanks for having me on, man. It was a good time.
All right, Corey. Peace out. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. We're going to try this raid.
Hey, we'll see you in New York.
I'll see you in less than a week, man.
Brilliant.
Game time. All right. Remember, in all you guys think, say, and do, Corey's out. Take it to the next level, and let's see if this raid works. Here we go. Did that work? Yeah, it did. It did. It did. It did. It did.